often hire an engineering leader because they have certain problems. Maybe the engineering is not working efficiently. Maybe projects are delayed. Maybe estimates are not met, whatever, right? They have a bunch of problems. And they hire an engineering leader. They think, okay, this guy is competent, we'll hire him, we'll pay him a lot of money, and he'll solve our problems. And often they get nothing out of hiring an engineering leader. They're wasting their time and money, they're disrupting their organization, and they're wasting the leader's time. They achieve nothing often. Why is this? It is because they don't follow the advice given by the leader. So it's not enough to hire a leader, you have to follow his advice. So let me give you an analogy. Suppose you are managing your money poorly. You're getting huge credit card bills, right? You are in debt, you're unable to pay your bills, and so on. So you say, okay, I'll hire a financial advisor. Is he going to pay your bills for you? No, right? You have to pay it yourself. He will only advise you on what to do. He'll do nothing for you, he'll only advise you. And you need to change your behavior. Every time if you go out and you see, let's say, a new iPhone and you swipe your card and you buy it. Then you see clothes and you swipe your card and buy it. Then you see jewelry, you swipe your card and you buy it. Then you see a new electric scooter and you swipe your card and you buy it. If you keep doing this, the financial advisor cannot do anything for you. Similarly, when you hire an engineering leader, he will give you advice. You need to take that advice because ultimately your behavior is what drives outcomes. Many people they say, I'll hire a leader, I'll get results. But the leader is not a magician, right? And if you're looking for a magician, hire a magician. Don't hire an engineering leader. Go to a circus or something, right? But joking aside, if you hire someone and you don't change your behavior, you're going to get nothing out of hiring that person, right? So your behavior is what leads to results. Einstein said the definition of insanity is doing the same thing and expecting different results, right? If you do X, you will get result Y. If you don't like the result, you want to change it. Great. You need to change your behavior. And often we don't want to change ourselves, right? We want the easy way out. We want to pay someone, right? Companies often do that. They don't introspect. They don't ask, could I be the one who needs to do something differently? The founders, right? Um, so they don't change their behavior, right? And I'm not saying that I am better. I made the same mistake. I hired a health coach. He gave me a lot of advice. I didn't follow it. I had some reasons. But whatever it is, at the end of the day, I didn't follow his advice. And then finally, we kind of stopped working together. So we all want to, we don't want to change our behavior because one, it's very hard. Second is changing it involves acknowledging that we are at fault, which is emotionally very hard for you, for me, for everyone, right? At a human level. We don't want to look in the mirror and say, you are the problem or I am the problem. And we all have this psychological bias. It doesn't come from a bad place. It's just a bias that all humans have. I'm not criticizing when I say that we have this bias. That I am not at fault. Everyone thinks I am good. Other people need to change if the result is not coming. I'll give you some examples of behavior. Sometimes non-technical stakeholders keep pinging engineers and asking, is it done? Is it done? Is it done? And that annoys the engineers. Engineering requires a lot of focus, right? You need to have a lot of concentration. There's a lot of information you need to keep in your mind at the same time. Think of like an air traffic controller, right? They are tracking maybe a dozen planes, maybe more, the altitude, which direction they're going, what speed, will two planes collide with each other? All these things they're tracking in their mind. If you disturb them, all that goes away. So that is why sometimes people think it's just a 2 minute thing, just a simple question I'm asking. But that 2 minutes can have a half an hour cost. And Paul Graham has written about this here in Maker Schedule, Manager Schedule, which you should read. That's one example, right? Now, if you're asking because you don't have visibility, that's fine. That's a problem that will be solved via a tool. We'll have a Trello board or Jira or something which is open to everyone in the company. But continuing with that behavior, right? And I'm not questioning the intention. Everyone has good intentions, right? And when I say non-technical stakeholders are doing something, they're doing something because it has worked for them in the past. I respect that, right? I'm not criticizing them personally. But even if the intention is good, sometimes we may end up doing things which are not good. So, bottom line, we need to change our behavior to get different results. Simply hiring someone like me or any other engineering leader is not going to produce any results.